Moving on from question 2 of Reading Comprehension Drill Set number 5 over at lawhub.lsac.org, we move to question 3. And in fact, question 3 is probably the second question you would attempt if you were working through this in full, this passage that is, because it has no specific term or line reference to reread for. So we should be able to answer it without considering anything except for the main idea highlights we theoretically just completed. So with the orange highlight reselected, we're going to highlight the task, which is just most accurately describes the organization in the passage. And we should recall, we basically have this discussion of conventional plans that are flawed in some fashion. And we've got the problems of those plans. And then we've got a alternative plan that is supposed to overcome those flaws in the plan that many people are skeptical about. So starting with choice A, flaws in some details of a proposed plan are pointed out. Well, kind of. So we'll hold on to that for now. And minor adjustments. Minor adjustments? There's no minor adjustments. We're basically throwing out the conventional plans, saying they're not good and we need a whole alternative. So as soon as we get to minor adjustments, we should be able to highlight that as a reason to eliminate choice A. Then choice B, the merits and demerits of two plans are analyzed. That's not happening at the beginning. And furthermore, the demerits of the alternative plan aren't presented. So for a couple of reasons, we should be able to eliminate B almost immediately. Then choice C, the scientific justification for a particular plan is critiqued. Kind of. And an alternative plan is presented but ultimately rejected? Absolutely not. We like the alternative plan, so we'll eliminate choice C for that reason. Then choice D, key difficulties in a plan are identified and ways in which another plan based on different assumptions appears to overcome these difficulties are outlined. Incredibly bland, but absolutely. We have difficulties in the conventional plans. We've got another plan, and it seems to overcome those difficulties. That matches the structure pretty nicely, and we'll select D proactively at this point. And on the exam, I probably just glance at E. But for the purposes of this video, we will identify clear reasons to eliminate. And E reads, a task is identified and the strengths of a recent plan. No, we're not talking about the strengths of a recent plan here. We've got a whole alternative plan. So we'll eliminate E for that reason. And you can see how you can, once again, just use the main idea highlights to make quick work of a passage structure, organization question task, such as what we find here in question 3.